So there weren't really any huge exclusives for Vita this year, and I think maybe this one was also a little bit easier for us to decide. Velocity 2X really won over everybody for the Vita category.
I mean, I don't agree that there weren't a lot of big Vita exclusives. There were a lot of Vita-only games like Danganronpa and Ollie Ollie, I think, only came out in the beginning for PS4 and Vita. But Velocity 2X, I think, as far as gameplay is concerned, is probably the most mechanically perfect game that's on the Vita right now. The whole game is a tutorial. Like every level, you're introduced to a new mechanic, and you have to navigate that level with that mechanic. And it's new for every level, and the challenge is going back and trying to get a perfect run. And once you get to that point where you've completed the game and you know how to do everything, it's so much harder to get that perfect run in the earlier levels than it is to, say, complete a later level on an imperfect run. So that challenge is just constantly there, and I think that's what makes it so great.
It's got a great mix of two different gameplay mechanics as well, like the side-scrolling, sort of like, you're trying to speed run these little levels, and you have these little twitch action mechanics, but then it has the top-down shmup stuff, which I really like. It's not as crazy as your typical bullet hell game, which is totally fine. I don't think you need to have a million bullets to do all this stuff. And part of the reason it's so good is because you kind of have to collect these little items while you're doing it, and it's auto-scrolling, right? So you only have these little opportunities to get stuff. That was what I think really got me, is that sense to sort of get everything, get perfect, just be the best I can be at this game. And it helps that it's beautiful as well. It's got a great color palette, which on the Vita on that screen is great to see.
It is the best looking handheld system out there. I mean, it is a portable system, and when you get a game like Velocity that really shows that off, it's just really nice to look at. That's the kind of thing you can show your friends and go hey, maybe this is a reason to pick up a Vita.
And speaking of portable, I think Velocity is, a great example of a great portable title, because all the levels are really short, so you can, if you're traveling, just, knock off one or two levels and then sort of leave it behind. And just, the actual sort of layout of the Vita as well, I think really suits this thing, being able to flick across when you need to into those special little warp areas in Velocity. So, it wasn't a poorer cousin, I want to say, of the PS4 version. I think it was it was perfect for this console.